Township Advisory Board meeting with the trustee and trustee's office on July 13th at 12 noon. Would the secretary please read the minutes of the previous meeting?
On June 22nd, 2026, Township Advisory Board met with trustee Tony Miller at the trustee office at 4 o'clock p.m. The minutes of the previous meeting were read and approved. This meeting is being recorded on YouTube. From previous meeting minutes, the word corrected on the ladder truck, which was entered as a 2002, and it was corrected to 2000. The board agreed to updating the current siren to have the fire chief be able to activate from his phone. A motion was made by Gary Kaufman and seconded by Kathy Sark to approve funds for fireworks to Friends of the Park. A motion was made by Kathy Sark and seconded by Dean Rink to approve funds from LIT Recreation to purchase $2,500 worth of vests and bicycle lights to pass out at Farmers Day to confirmed Clinton Township taxpayers. Clinton Township is declining to contribute to Salvation Army as we are able to care for our own residents. Approval was made for the Verizon bill to be paid on the credit card policy that has been approved in January. And that was signed by President Dean Rink, Secretary Kathy Sark, and Member Gary Kaufman.
Are there any additions or corrections to the minutes? If not, they will stand approved as read. Moving into our agenda for today, first item is old business that we have previously discussed, tornado warning radios for citizens and residents of the township. And we're going to visit this subject again now. Trustee Tony, would you share with us details about radio purchases for citizens of the township?
Okay, so Elkhart County had just a little information time. I was on my vacation, so Mackenzie went, but she said we could get 100 radios for $3,100. So we decided to put one here, which is fine. And maybe once we get that quote, maybe we can put one somewhere else if we so choose. But here is our second option. So you guys were curious about the price last time. So that's how much it is, which is actually, I guess, cheap for a radio. So that's you.
But that's just 100.
Yes,
Didn't
100.
you sent us an email that's quoted like more like 1,000 or 3,000.
It was a little confusing, I thought too, but
Oh, was it?
I was
Okay.
gonna wait for clarification when we got here. So.
Yeah, I probably need to read my own email. So I was looking at how many residents' homes are in the township, not the town. So I was trying to show you the separateness of them. So let's say we have 400 homes outside of the range of this siren. So then we'd need 4 times the 3, which would be the 12,400. Or let's say we need 2,000. So then times 20 would be what, 60?
So this is a good start to see how this works for some residents outside of the siren area is what we're.
Right. It's an
You
option.
mean this amount?
This $3,100 for 100 radios.
Right.
And then this is in a sense, this is our trial period then, and then we decide if we like that or we think that that's what we need to do,
Okay.
then we can go ahead and do more later.
So the 10 would represent 100 radios. So which it would become 1,000. So if we get 1,000 radios, then it would be the $31,000. So if we would get 10 of these packages, yeah, then it'd be 31,000. Sorry, I was just doing simple math there, but
Yeah.
I didn't describe it best for you. Sorry.
So,
Yeah, we saw 31,000.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Right, no, that's 10 of these packages,
Yeah.
10 of the 100. So there's 14 to 1,500 household units in our township, 400 within here. So we would need 10 for 1,000, which would be the 14 minus 400, which is 1,000. So that means we need 10 of these. So it'd be 31,000. But maybe we
Start with 100 and then see how well they're received.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
before we
can do that.
go crazy. more too. You know, well, we don't wanna buy so many and then not get used, or
Right,
people don't like them.
right.
Or, I guess we wanna find out how they work first.
So so this 100 then is in the town or just
So-
outside the town?
This 100 is just, you buy 100 radios in a package deal that's
I'm just wondering,
$3,100.
where are we distributing
Oh,
this 100?
this 100 would be at Farmer's Day, and you'd have to show where you live, and we would say, okay, you're outside the range of
Oh.
this new siren.
We're providing tornado warnings for those that don't hear the siren in town. So it's not for people in town that can hear the siren.
Correct, which is why the town is 400 people, and we have 14 to 1,500 outside of, like, in our township, so minus the 1,400 minus 400 is 1,000. And so 1,000 broke down, divided by 10 would be
10.
100 radios.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry,
So
my
people
brain
that live
just,
out by
rabbit
Centerville
trails.
or along State Road 4 that don't, they would mind maybe hear Goshen, but still, they're in our township.
Yeah, I don't know if they hear it. So the other idea is, like, if this is a decent price, I mean, we would have a pole, we'd have to have a spot, we'd have to have like some, let's say we put it out at Clinton Christian School, like, we'd have to like dig a pole, put a pole, do another purchase of a unit, and then hopefully it would go with Mo's phone.
Mm.
So I think we need that information, but then still that's way out here and not getting, I mean, if you want everybody, no one, some. So it's just ideas.
Like, during Farmer's Day, then how do we, decide, or they just, we're gonna have a little booth there or something?
Yeah, we're just gonna have
The
a
fire
table.
department is, and then they're gonna have the map so they can figure out
Yes.
where they're at.
Yes.
'Cause like I
Talk
know,
to them about that.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So they
okay.
talk people there.
well, that sounds like a good start.
Right.
And then we can always order more, right? If it really goes over well, and
Right, yeah, and so maybe in Mackenzie, I'll tell her we're doing this, and so she can order some, and so maybe, I don't know, maybe it'd encourage her to do it too and spread them out a little bit, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So that, but that's, it was, the question was asked, and so I had the email, so here's your information, so.
so do we need a motion to purchase 100 radios for $3,100 for,
Yeah.
I will make the motion that we purchased 100 radios for $3,100 for the fire department to hand out to qualified individuals in the non-siren area of the township.
Non-siren, a word.
Non,
Yeah.
what do you?
Outside of the siren.
Outside of the
sound.
siren area, siren sound area, whatever, but yeah.
We'll get this wrote down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can
finish
put-
that up again.
Okay,
Okay, the
so-
motion was made by Gary Kaufman that we purchase 100 radios for $3,100 to be handed out at pharmacy.
To be handed out,
I don't know. if
or
it matters.
to be handed out by the fire department.
Yeah, whenever they want to do it. They may.
And that, what, those
So it should be for people outside of the siren
outside of
sound
siren
area.
sound, yes.
Mhm.
That reside in the township.
Right.
Fire siren?
Outside.
Tornado
Tornado
siren.
siren area.
Warning siren. or
Weather
whatever,
warning.
Weather siren, or I don't know.
Residents of-
Yeah,
I was showing you the
yes.
email.
Yeah,
Let me check one thing. Oh, this thing popped up on my screen. I hope it didn't have this on here.
I ought to have that thing volume turned off. for the ringer. I don't forget to turn it on, somebody else.
Mhm.
Unless somebody goes sometime. Oh, Dean, don't ever get overheated with Sunstroke, because it just comes back.
Oh, you should.
Okay,
Okay,
Motion has been made and seconded, supported to purchase 100 radios at 3,100 to be distributed by the firemen.
okay, but this will be paid for by LNT Rec. Which I should have a, and do I have to have a form for that? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, I do have a lot of money in that account, so we could easily do 200, but I'm fine with it. If you're 100, that's what we want to do.
But the money would be available until if we decide to purchase more.
Yes, yes, yes. We just don't know how to hand them out. I guess we can just say that it's.
We'll get feedback from the fire department.
Yeah.
And people who are receiving them and using them.
Yeah.
And there ought to be some sort of testing program. Because we're not gonna have tornadoes till next April, probably.
Well, we better hope so.
To see if they work.
hopefully not, but every now and then you get that one in the fall.
Please and thank you.
All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Alright.
Opposed? Motion passes. I'd like to play with one just to see how it works. So when people ask you, how does this work?
I mean, I have an old weather radio, but I don't know if that's exactly like this is or not.
We got Alexa. She knows everything.
Yeah. But if you don't have a generator and your power's out, Alexa's no good.
Okay, then put down, sign the resolution.
Yes, you can put.
That old one we had, I don't even know where it's at. It was on that 9 volts
I
battery.
think I had one.
And that thing, I know 3 or 4 years, I just turn it off and I'd leave it in the basement. And it would stay charged and forever, because it was off. I just used it when we had a storm or something and I'd turn it on. And it was handy to have.
How you doing, Secretary?
I said a motion passed, a resolution was signed. Do I need to rename what resolution is signed? Because I already said that we're getting it from the LNT record.
No, I think you're fine. If you just start a whole new paragraph, then I think we're good. Sounds good. Okay.
In regards to tornado warning sirens as well, Chief of the fire department has to turn on the siren when there's a weather warning, and he can have that programmed into his phone so he can turn the siren on from his phone. And we need to financially support that process.
Well, I think we should get a quote and you guys should see how much we're gonna spend first.
So we don't know what it's gonna cost yet.
No, so
And the quote is for the pole right around here
the pole,
first.
right, this is just, we're just talking this one straight up there. So, yeah, it's not got that.
So the poll is already here.
Yes, yeah, no email, so. Okay, so,
Table that? Or do you want a pre-approval? If it's, what do you guess it might possibly cost?
okay, so the other ones that connected were 34,000. So, and do you want me to pay this out of this LIT money? or do you want me to take it out of rainy day?
Question, the town of Millersburg gonna help?
Well, she was going to ask, I did send the email requesting, and so I don't know.
I don't know yet.
I don't know that answer.
At the fire meeting, I told them that we were still waiting on the quote and we wanted to know a little bit more about the radios, and she mentioned that they had other things that they were spending money on, like at the park and some other things, so I don't know how interested they are on supporting any of the siren.
Right, but it just takes care of their whole town though.
I know.
Yeah, they should. The town residents that are benefiting from the warning.
Yeah,
Well, that's why they were more interested in the radios than the siren, from what I gathered.
well, she says the radios are for like when you're inside, because the sirens are not developed for you to hear inside of your walls. And I said, like, yeah, we're in our basement. I got a nice basement. I'd never ever hear a siren. I can probably, I mean, it's open on one end, so I can probably hear if they drive by with the trucks, but other than that, So I think that's what she was saying, like the radios are meant for inside and sirens are meant for outside. So this is more of a nighttime thing to me than a daytime, but they're definitely gonna hear this thing sound.
So you think McKinsey / Town of Millersburg is also gonna purchase radios for town residents?
Yeah, that is not confirmed.
Okay.
So she just said that they like this idea. Rather than
Of
the
the
radio.
radio.
Yes, I'm sorry, yeah, you're not seeing, yes, of the radios. So, she said they pretty much turned down that $34,000 quote.
For Mo turning on the, gosh, that's a lot just to turn on a siren with your phone.
No, the $34,000 one was
The new siren,
right, it's a new.
rotating and whole.
Right, it's the
Oh, it
one that
does
hooks up to the county, it's a rotating county, and they're hoping that town would put one here and that I would put one at 34 and 35. So, and I read that quote and it just looks like one for 34,000, not two.
Mhm.
Can we put one on that concrete monument on 34?
Oh, is that a monument? What is that thing?
An old
It's a thing.
weather
Oh, weather
station.
TV,
type
yeah,
thing.
okay, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it could you mean put a pole on top of it and rotate it, or just standard?
It's already high up in the air, just put a siren up there.
Okay.
It rotates.
Uh-huh.
There's a lot of other stuff
You
attached
know,
to it.
well, there's
So,
cell phone and TV and
so we just table this till we get a official quote on the siren, and then see if the town is gonna pay for part of it in town here, or what do we do?
I'm not really excited about spending $30,000.
And I don't want it connected, that we have it setting off warnings at 2 o'clock. I'm out on that. Yeah, I am too. But I'm really against going to that $34,000.
Right, yeah.
Let me just grab this quote.
Someone else read this and then they
can comment that on.
Well,
It would
you know,
rotate.
that's a thought.
It would
If we're gonna replace this, what are we gonna do with the one that's been here for all these years? Somebody could use it.
I'm not sure it has the decibels that
I
we
could use
want.
it at
Yeah.
the house.
I know,
I could
Make
use
sure
it.
Yeah.
Dean heard it.
Gene Rink would take it out there and mount it somewhere,
I figured something.
yeah. When you
Just
take
go
it,
past there.
Kate could blow it off when she's looking for you,
Yes,
can't hear
it's a
anything
Dean
else.
siren.
Don't give her any ideas.
I'll have to. I'll keep her.
Hmm.
Hiding places, but she found them.
guess it would make sense if the town would pay for part of it since it's in the town. But, you know, she says, yeah, but we're paying, you're buying this, and we're buying this for the town. And blah, blah, blah.
Project.
But
I was thinking, yeah, she started it.
Yeah.
Now she wants us to pay for it.
Yeah.
I don't think.
I know if you think about $30,000, if you have a loss of life, or that's pretty cheap. If you don't have a warning system, and but we do get one.
Well, depending on what they like, military choices. Everybody has
A lot of them do.
And
the
the Amish have systems that call their phone, whatever kind of phone they have, they get their information. I wait to see.
I guess it also, well, maybe it'd be something I could say, yeah.
Here is the siren code. Albeit just, it's easier to just look at, I don't want it down.
Well, I think it was 34,000, wasn't it?
I don't remember. It's too much.
I know Dick put one in Benton, and on Thursdays at 1 o'clock, I can hear that thing.
Didn't have anything,
But,
He didn't tell anyone he was doing it. He just did it.
oh yeah,
Is that still there where it had been?
yeah, by the cemetery.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Cause
It's not very high.
those people in those houses there.
They get woke up.
Yeah.
Okay, it says quantity 1. Everything's just a 1 at 34,000. So let's just do this. This is page 6.
Oh.
So to me, this is 1. It does not say 2 anywhere.
Alerting systems.
Not China?
Outdoor siren, 23,000. Controller, 2,000. Installation, 78. Batteries, chargers.
I have this all printed out. Why does this escape me?
So, Gary, when you went to the fair, there's no, I mean, there's some in the one place other than
Well, I'm thinking rather like, you know, if he's gone or not in the area, because he doesn't, you know, he works out. Not very, if we would get a storm and he'd be working 20 miles away, he could still hear the siren. And then, I guess part of it was working on, okay, let's say tornadoes come up in New Paris. He's gonna come up here and be thinking around plugging in a siren when he ought to be watching out for his own self too. I mean, or his family, you know. I guess that's part of the
The siren we
reasoning.
were just talking about, in Benton by the cemetery. Who activates that when there's a tornado?
I think that one might be set up through the county, but I don't know for sure.
Can you see my screen?
So like here is the fire station, and then here is where they would put one over at the police department. So this is how far it would cover, and this is Forest River, back behind the park. So that's all the further it goes. And here's our fire station, and that's all the further it goes.
Wow, you'd think it'd go further than that. What's down the south?
I'm gonna check that next here. I gotta get rid of what pop up. So here's the proposed siren. And this is, where's that at? Okay, so that looks like it's at the park-ish. So yeah, this would go out to 40, this is to County Road 40 right here. So it really just goes that far. It would hit the subdivision south of Millersburg, but that's Clinton, so. Okay, well, anyway.
I mean, that's bad.
Like the
Yeah,
picture
that's actually
upside down. Looks
What's
like
that?
Benton there,
Benton.
but
I'm
South
sorry,
of town.
Benton. Yes, Benton. And then McKinsey just said, I don't know. Council wanted to see a quote. Okay, so we need to table this because they want to see a quote.
okay.
They're trying to get that drive on 13 on that new 2 acres.
Mhm.
So, which I would like to donate to, probably. I'd probably just donate that to them. And then they have better parking and
Yeah, I
wouldn't be
think
driving through the kids as much and.
so the board decided to table any action in regards to tornado sirens.
Sounds good. And
But yeah, the 13 access, so I'd wait and make sure things are really gonna happen, because you know how it is, they kick the can down the road for a year or two. Maybe McKinsey does have plans.
Floyd mentioned it. They wanna drive, but then McKinsey don't want people parking out there, so what are you doing there?
the new fire
Just
pole siren
Something
phone app.
doesn't quite jive there. Did he say anything at the meeting about that?
I think you would, but I don't remember.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Well, why are you buying 2 acres if, I know you have to buy the 2 acres, but what are you buying it for if you don't want to park people out there?
Yeah, they better park, they need buggy parking there,
Yeah.
not up in the other area.
Right.
So are we ready to start this one?
And then he'll need to just do this.
Agenda is complete, and since there's no further business, this meeting shall be adjourned.
End stream.
Forget what I was gonna say.
Okay.